So I had this really strange idea to ask my spirit guides, where do you guys hang out? Where are you from? Like, do you get bored just like following me around and making sure that I'm on the right path or making sure I don't run out in front of a car or something? Like, what are you guys doing? Why I'm down here being a human and trying to figure out how to do this physical earthly life, why you guys are in a completely different dimension. Like, what is it that is going on with you guys? Why I'm here? And what they showed me was really cool. And I'm going to share that in this episode. Welcome to the Soul Alignment Mentor Podcast. I'm your host, Angie, and I'm inviting you to explore the depths of self sabotage, limiting mindsets, and the beliefs that hinder our progress in life. Through intuitive messages I receive from my spirit team, I share profound insights to help you live authentically and break free from these limitations. Join me now as we uncover all the keys to living your best life. Welcome back. My name is Angie, and I'm your Soul Alignment Mentor, bringing you intuitive messages from my spirit team to help you align with your most authentic and highest self. So, if you're anything like me, I am very curious. I love learning things, I love studying things, I love being able to expand in my awareness and knowledge. And one of the things that I have learned throughout my awakening process is to really tap in and listen more often to the direction of my higher self and my spirit guides. And I remember back when I was writing my first book, Leaf Lessons, I had a clear direction from my spirit team of don't read any books right now. Don't watch things that are going to influence what you're saying. We don't want you to think that this information that you're getting came from anywhere except for your higher consciousness and what we are bringing through to you. And then the same thing happened when I was writing my second book. Don't study anything until you are done with this book. And so when I'm trying to learn new things, I try to stay out of the education or knowledge of what has already happened or what other people have reported or know. And it's always so interesting when I share something, or after I wrote both my first books, I went and I started to read more books and expand on my knowledge. And I would be reading something and like, oh my God, I wrote that same thing in my book. And I had no idea that other people were sharing those experiences or had those experiences as well. And so it's always validating to me when I get a message and then I share it and then something confirms it for me. And because of my curiosity and wanting to grow and learn and get direct messages from my higher self and spirit team without being kind of influenced by the outside world, I will take time sometimes and just let myself uh, ask strange questions that maybe don't matter, to be honest, but it's kind of fun to know. And I had this weird desire to ask my spirit team, my own spirit guides, like, what are you guys doing? Why I'm here as a human? Like, I understand your role is here to guide me and somewhat protect me and keep me on the right path. And I do believe that I can look back through my life and I can see where they kind of nudged me, where I was getting off track, or they kind of stepped in the way and caused something to happen that maybe appeared to be negative, but actually guided me towards something positive. And so I understand their role as far as helping me be a human and stay on the path of the lessons and mission I came to have on earth at this time. But then I was thinking about it from their angle and I was like, what are you guys doing? Like, where do you guys hang out? Where are you from? Are you from a different planet? Are you just loved ones just floating around in the ethers of the universe? Are you in a certain dimension? Like, what is going on? And so they started to giggle kind of because they're like, well, time doesn't exist here. And so, what you perceive as this very long, slow human life where you go to earth and you go through all these hard things and challenges, and it just seems like it gets harder the more awakened you get sometimes, because you start to realize I'm not really from here. I'm just here doing something and learning, and I'm ready to learn the lesson so I can go back home. But also, I'm excited that I get to be a human, because this is helping the growth of my own soul and the growth of my spirit team and my loved ones. And it's doing all this amazing stuff within the atmosphere, or the energetic realm of the universe. But being here is not hard, or is pretty hard. And so my spirit team, I saw two of my guides, and they kind of giggled at me, and they said, well, and we don't have time here. And so when you decided to descend into this human experience and live this human life, we agreed to stay here within the fifth and sixth dimension to guide you. And so we are very close to you. You just cannot physically see us. We are with you all the time. And from our perspective, you are only there for a second. You are literally leaving this realm, going into the human body and experience for a second, for a blink of time. So to us, it doesn't seem like a long time at all. It doesn't even seem like it is time. It just is an instantaneous, you go and you come back. And that is also why they stay so close to us during our time of being a human, because they know that this experience is so intense that they want to be there to help guide us back into the higher dimensions, so that we can acclimate in our energy and, not be lost out in the ethers wondering like what just happened. It's almost like if we, this is going to be a really crazy example, but this is the only thing that's coming to my mind at this time. Say we've been living in a cage somewhere out in the mountains our whole life, and we don't know any different. And then suddenly we come out of the cave, and there's sunlight, and there's trees, and there's grass, and there's like all this stuff. And you're like, has this always been there? Has this beauty always been there? And I've always just lived in this dark cave thinking that this is it. This is the existence of who I am. But the truth and reality is there's always been this other part of who I can be and what I am. I just had to step out of that understanding of that dark energy and that dark belief that I had kept myself in, to expand into this beautiful realm that I can experience. That is kind of what it's like. It's like we are here in this really dense energy that might feel like the deep, dark cave that we're living in, even though we get to experience so many amazing things as humanity, as humans. But when we transition back into the higher dimensions, it's like us coming back into the light for the first time. And if you can imagine the shock of that, they're there to help us with that shock, to guide us back into the higher frequency so that we can acclimate ourselves back into it, go through that uh, judgment of looking back through the life and being like, okay, I learned that, and I learned that, I got that kind of wrong, I should have done that different. Okay, that was good. And then you come back to the understanding that everything's love. Everything is love. Nothing else matters than love. And then you acclimate back into the love frequency. You become love again. You become part of the universal consciousness. You become part of the light again. And then your soul may decide to experience something else. It may decide to experience going to a different planet, or it might want to come back and be a human, or it might want to do, there's billions and millions of experiences that we have no idea our soul can have within the realm of the universe. And so I found that so interesting and funny that my guides almost thought it was humorous that I had forgotten how quick this life is, and that they literally just are there all the time in a very close proximity of me, just around the energy of my physical being and just outside of the physical experience in which I can physically see, but they are there all the time, guiding and supporting me. And to them, it's a blink of an eye. To me, it takes forever. So, this is why when you start to calm yourself down, you start to heal yourself, you start to let go of some of the things that you believe that you were, just like living in the cave and thinking that's who you are and that's your reality, and then coming out into the light, experiencing more of the world, opening up the box of your consciousness and understanding, that allows your own energy to open up and expand. And then you have more contact with your spirit team because they're just right outside of that barrier that you have created, or what has been created around you in your belief system of who you are. So once you expand in your consciousness, expand in the vibration that you hold, open up to more light, then that's when you get in contact with those spirits that are with you from the time you come here to the time you return back. And I think that's a beautiful experience that we get to have, but it's so cool to think about it from their perspective and what they're experiencing as they guide us. It is a joy, it's a privilege, it's fun for them, and they're growing and learning from the experience of guiding us here on earth, which is awesome because we get to both work together in this. So if you've ever wondered about that, I thought I would share. It's just something that popped in my head I wanted to ask. And if there are any other questions that you've ever wondered about, or you're just kind of like, what is this? Or how does that work? Then leave a comment below. I will ask my spirit team. If I get an answer, I will share that. I'm open to anything because I think it's fun to learn from our spirit team or from the higher dimensions what their perspective is like for us in humanity, or even how to better support us on this path that we're taking through the physical realm. So hopefully this gave you some cool insights today. And if you're looking for support or guidance or mentorship, please reach out to me. You can set up a consultation call, or you can join one of my mentorship opportunities. I have anything from $25 to weekly one-on-one support. So come join us, come hang out with us, and I would love to see you there. Until then, I wish you the best day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. I send you all the universal love. Namaste.